Hello YouTube, Dogfoot9 here, and welcome to my Arsenal career mode. Now as you can see, I'm starting a career mode today, and my goal of it is, sorry I'm a bit ill, to get Arsenal a trophy. So, as you know, Arsenal haven't got a trophy for like 8 years now, so in real life anyway that is. So today, I'm going to try and get Arsenal a trophy. That's going to be like my short-term goal. If I reach it in the first season, then I'll change it, or I might just try and get the best squad possible. But as you can see today, we're just going to be looking through, trying to find any weak things, weak links in the team, see if we need to make any really early transfers. And then we're going to play a couple of friendlies, and well, not in this episode obviously, but we're going to play a couple of friendlies in the next episode and the episode after. See if we've got any weak links, and then we're going to go straight into starting to play in the Premier League and things like that. So if you've got any suggestions for a series, then please let me know. But first of all, I'm just going to start off by sending a couple of these players. As you can see here, I'm going to be sending some older players and making transfer offers with them, like putting up Rosicky and Arteta, and then putting some of my younger players on loan so they can gain a bit of experience, so they can grow, and then make it maybe into the first team. So yeah, let's talk about the overall aim of this series. So I'm gonna try and get as many trophies as I can in my first season. I might not get a single one. I might get 3 or even 4. I don't know, but hopefully it's gonna be quite entertaining for you guys. So I know there's loads of people doing career modes at the moment, but I just thought I'd do my own one because I wanted to see how well I'd do and stuff like that, and you guys might find it interesting. And this is personally how I'd like build my own squad and things like that and stuff like that, which you guys might want to see. So as you can see, we started to try and buy some new young players. And the first one I tried to get was Adrian, from Liga Mexico, Liga do Brazil. He was quite a good young talent. As you can see, he's an important first team player already over there, and also he's quite young, he's 17, and you can sign him, so he's a brilliant person to sign straight away, as he's been at the club since he was 16, I think, so it doesn't come up with a message saying he doesn't want to move again. So he's a really good player to pick up early on, and he does grow really well. Now as you can see here, I tried to buy Nestatic from Man City as well, but the problem with him is he's only just moved there according to FIFA, so it's a bit annoying. You won't be able to sign him very easily, I don't think, but I just gave up on him really. And as you can see here, they're giving me some of my objectives, and I think they're quite reasonable. I've got to win the cup, I think, get into the Champions Cup places, and then in a minute I think you're going to see my Champions Cup objectives, and that's got to be, I've got to get to the final, which is going to be quite fun to do. And there you could see there was just a ton of matches being rescheduled, and then we went straight back in and looking for some new players, and we were looking for a striker. And as you can see there, I went over Edison Cavani, and I was like, maybe, I don't know, I couldn't make up my mind about him. And then I started going down the list a bit more, trying to look for some young players, because there's some quite nice young strikers who you can pick up, as you probably know if you've seen any other guys' career modes. And I tried to pick up Daniel Sturridge. Now Daniel Sturridge, I tried to get him, but Liverpool, they weren't really moving off him. They really wanted to keep him, probably because they've just signed him according to the game or something like that. I think he's just signed a new contract, so and also he's a vital player in their team as well. And he's 81 overall, and he's only 22, so he's going to be quite an expensive player to buy. And as you can see, they wanted a bit more for Adrian. They wanted Arshavin, and then 3,300,000 for him, which is quite a hefty price tag. But then we go straight on to try and buy Sacco. Another centre backs, I obviously saw that they weren't going to give me Nestatic, so I tried to buy Sacco, who's a bit more experienced. And then we went on to try and get Luis Muriel, who you guys all know that he's really quite fast and he's quite a good player, I must admit. So I tried to get him as much as possible, and well, I'm not going to say yet, but we might get him, we might not. But as you can see, we get Adrian, we just get his contract right, and I just sent him that, gave him all his wishes, and then Luis Muriel we managed to pick up as well. So we've made 2 good signings already, 2 quite good young players who are already in the mid 70s, well, low 70s and high 70s, and they are quite good players. I've used them before, and I would really recommend them if you first start a career mode. But as you can see here, Adrian was being a bit fussy about his contract. He wanted to know his role, so I said sporadic first team player, and he actually went with it. He didn't mind being a sporadic first team player. It was probably because he's quite a young player, and moving from like Liga do Brazil is quite, well, it's not a small league, but it's like mid-league. So moving from a mid-league important team player to a sporadic first like big league player, then I think he quite like that. And as you can see there, we put our young striker Acapona or Agpon out or something like that, out for loan to Northampton, and here we get an offer for Abu Dhabi, so I decided, you know what, I'll counter him with a good offer, or I'll accept it instead, and they came back to me and were like, oh yeah, okay, but then I got a message that Abu Dhabi did not want to leave the club, and then we tried to sell Monreal because I must say during this transfer window he has been really popular. Many people have been trying to pick him up, so I've had to go into some deep negotiations with other clubs. I must admit I've only got one other left back who's quite good, and that's Kieran Gibbs. So maybe in the winter transfer season or later on in this one I'll have to try and get one. But as you can see here, Thomas Esfield wanted to have a bigger role, so he gets loaned out. So coming to the end of this episode, guys, we're trying to pick up Draxler, and you have to see what happens next episode. But anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more career mode. And until next time, I'll see you guys later to see what Draxler does. So until then, bye.